let's continue the conversation of ego death. And if you haven't watched the part one or listened to the part one, I will leave a link in the show notes or on YouTube's descriptions. And so, continue on ego death. So, our subconscious mind has been programmed us since childhood. So, on my last episode, when I talk about how I become famous, how I carry this ego identity for 10, 15 years, and it's starting to draining myself, and I start feel the burden, and I use the word accident become quote unquote popular in my circle of friends. But then nothing is by accident, nothing is by chance. And the reason I create a character, I call it, was because my childhood. In my childhood, I experienced bully. I experienced like my personality was shy, introvert, and I wasn't having a lot of friends and no parties. And this character, this ego, the identity that I created 10 years ago, it's actually reflect everything of that. It's like the universal law of polarity that I'm sharing before in the previous episode. And it's like that. Everything has the opposite. So unconsciously, my subconscious somehow creates that identity for me. And I manifested out in my mid 30s. And of course, at the time, I was in spiritual awakening, have the conscious to aware this is the reason, and this is character, this is the ego identity that created by the subconscious mind. And our daily life, or a lot of people are running their life with their subconscious by autopilots. And that's what happened. And that was my experience on that. And today I want to talk about two things. One is when you are experiencing this ego that you try to dissolve your ego identity, there's obstacles. First of all, your ego self will try to stop you from getting out of this character, and it will be chatting in your mind and telling you that this is not good. You're gonna fail, and this is danger. And so it will generate fear, generates uncertainty in your mind, within yourself, and you will have to overcome this challenge. So your ego will tell you this is dangerous. Don't go for it. And obviously, I have myself, I experienced that many times when I'm trying to dissolve this ego identity. And it will keep bringing me challenges. It will keep showing me the things I'm most afraid of and just trying to push me to go back to the comfort zone. But I just keep pushing forward. I just keep facing the fears, the things that I'm afraid the most. And every time I just aware of that, and then the next thing I do is just to keep myself in the flow state, and also consciously aware where this come from and what is this doing to me and why it show up in my reality. So that's how I overcome these obstacles, this ego identity try to stay within me. If you stay in the present moment, stay in the now, not thinking about the past, thinking about your failures, your experience in the past, or living in the future, imagine your future self and not in the present, then you won't be able to catch yourself. You won't be able to realize this is trying to stop you from being your authentic self. So that's number one. So you have to be consciously aware that your subconscious and your ego is trying to stop you from being your true self. Okay. And second is your environment, your surroundings will also show you the matrix. The simulation will also show you that try to pull you back to your old self. And number one that I experienced is people. Okay, people from the past will out of sudden, out of blue, will contact you, will try to see if you want to meet, see if you want to catch up. And if you fall for it, if I fall for it, then I will amend myself back to the old environment, old situation, and old concept of myself. Okay. And, or what I experienced these past, I say 2 weeks because I'm moving. So somehow this person that she didn't show up in my reality, but she did use another person between us to try to try to drive me back to my ego self, my ego identity. And every time I encounter these third persons, I will tell myself, no, I know what's going on. This is sending by that friend, that ex-friend. And remember, everyone is you pushed out. Everyone is your reflection. So again, subconscious mind, my ego is projecting this person back into my reality to try to pull me back. And it knows that it will affect me. It will affect my emotion and how I feel. How you feel is very important. And my mind will start drifting. My conscious would start drifting to the past or even the future, fear of the future, and not being the present and stay in the flow state. Does that make sense? So once I'm aware of that, of course, I won't let these situations, these people, these, how should I say, these attractions or these subconscious scenes to drive me back to my old self. And it, because it will display, it will mirror you and will mirror yourself in the past, your old self, and try to tell you, hey, you like this before. You like this person before. You enjoy this company. You love these people. And these people were your friends before. Okay? It will show you that. So you will have to be present and be conscious in order to catch yourself and catch this situation and catch your ego try to drag you back to your old self. And when you are staying the present, when you're aware of that, your ego or these situations, these people will automatically just fade out. So if you have any experience or you can relate to what I just said, I would love to hear your story. And I've been receiving a lot of comments, and I'm very appreciative. And I'm really love reading your comments, your stories. And so if you have anything related to this ego death, ego identity, try to pull you back experience, please share in the comment in the YouTube. If you're on the audio platform, please share as a review and follow and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And that's it. I will see you guys again on the next episode. Stay peace and safe out there.